Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sims 3 speed build. So today we are working on a house that I call it 7 Old Main. It is basically just named after the street it was built on. I built it for the challenge that I'm doing, the From the Ground Up series. And this house is on a 20 by 25 lot. It will cost your Sims approximately 89,000 simoleons. And if you were to get it unfurnished, approximately 43,000 simoleons. So basically this house, it's been quite a while since I built a house. So it was really nice to get back into it and get to actually build and everything like that, since it had been quite a while since I've done so. But this house was built for my series, or my challenge From the Ground Up series, and you can find that on my channel if you would like to watch it. Basically what it is my sim has to build absolutely everything in a town. It was a completely empty town, and so far he has built everything. He has completed his starter home challenge portion. He has created 3 starter homes, and this is going to be the first out of or the first ones of his family homes. So it's not like really big. He had plenty of money this time. I could have went larger, but because of the lot that I chose, I kind of went about the size, about as big as I thought maybe I could use for this lot. So, but yeah, he pretty much, he still has lots of money left over. So basically, in the rules, the house, I have Enra's story progression. I think it's the money module, allows you to rent houses. So basically, after experimenting a little bit with it, you can use that to get money. However, if you use your Sims money to create the home, which was originally how I had planned, you're still going to have to spend the same amount of money pretty much to rent the house, which seemed really odd to me that my Sim would have to spend literally double the cost. So build the house, make sure it doesn't cost any more than what your Sim has in money, and then rent it out after that. So yeah, basically is what the rules are going to be. So I just haven't updated the rules. I've been quite busy, so I haven't really had much time to do a whole lot of anything. But yeah, this is basically, it's a small, medium-sized, or I guess a small family home. It has 2 bedrooms. It has, I believe, 2 bathrooms. It's open floor plan. Has a family room and a living room. A nursery, ensuite nursery in the master bedroom, and an ensuite bath. So that's pretty nice. It's got a garage, which is under the house. I basically raised the ground in the front here to just kind of give a little bit of an illusion of having a basement, yet walk out. In certain areas of the house is, it's not under the ground. So just a little added something different, just so the house can be a little bit different from others. When I was originally trying to decide the color of this house, I was hoping to go with, I ended up going with a dark green, apparently. When I was playing the game and trying to build it, I thought I was going more towards gray, like a grayish green. But in different lighting, it looks more green. So I guess emerald green is the color of the house. So, this is actually my second time recording this. I don't normally do more than one voiceover. Usually the first take is literally the one I end up sending out, because yeah, whatever, if I mess up, I mess up. Oh well. But basically what ended up happening was I had more than one video I needed to do, or do editing, and I really needed to get editing done like as soon as possible. So for this other video, so I could get it out. And so basically what I did, because it still needed to be edited, and I had done the voiceover on this already, I went ahead and I still had downsized pictures, but I didn't have the time to go in and downsize pictures and then go in and do more editing and yada 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 to upload the video. So normally what you can do with the video editor I have, I could delete everything, put in what I wanted, and I could do undo. And undoing would have brought everything back, including my video, my commentary, absolutely everything, and I wouldn't have to do it again. Save time. Well, out of habit, I just came in here after it was done done editing, done saving, and out of habit, I just exited out of the video editor altogether. So yeah, so basically I deleted everything that I had done. And so here I am sitting back in front of the computer 3 days after the last time. I really didn't know if I was going to get in here to do the voiceover at all. I had no idea if I was going to make it. But here I am doing it again for a second time because, yeah, I wasn't paying attention and deleted the last one. So here I am just trying to figure out, basically trying to work on the door to be able to walk out of the basement area. But I ended up, I really wanted a window there. And my OCD ends up getting the best of me. I really wanted a window there, like really bad. I do end up putting it there eventually because I don't like with the walls, I don't like having to have so many corners. And with the basement being, or you know, the foundation, the game being done the way it is with them blocks and stuff, it kind of caused like a really weird zigzagging type of thing with the corners, and I didn't really like it. So when I go in and do the floor plan, I end up changing that around a little bit more. And when I go and change it around a little more, I am then able to put in the window that I wanted. So I end up doing, I wanted to do a fence. I ended up deciding to do a privacy fence because this lot happens to have a sidewalk all the way around it, all the way around. And I thought for privacy reasons, your sim would want to have a fence. You know, some kind of privacy fence. And since apparently the gates open out on the sidewalk, as you can see, I couldn't place the gate the direction I wanted it to. Being right on the property line, apparently you can't do that. So I couldn't put any gates there, but there are 2 gates, one by one of the door, the other door, and then one by the garage there. So, but yeah, that'll give your Sims a little bit of privacy and plenty of trees and bushes and stuff here in the front just to kind of help make it look a little more cozy, warm and welcoming, as I always tend to do. My decorations for my trees and stuff are pretty much the same as it's always been. I'm not really, I don't really know what I'm doing. So I just kind of stick some trees somewhere and hope it looks good. I do a little bit in the backyard this time, not a lot. There's a little bit of play stuff, and then there's a bench, I think. I think that might be it. Oh, and a clothesline. I think there's a clothesline. As you can see, I kind of struggled a little bit on where to place the stairs, where I originally wanted the stairs to go, because I kind of was figuring out the floor plan in my head as I was building the house. They didn't go into the basement area quite where I wanted them to go, so I ended up changing it, moving it around and stuff. I'm not 100% happy with the way the basement area even turned out. You'll see as I go and start decorating it. It's a little weird. So, but anyway, right here where your Sims first walk in is going to be where the kitchen is. I think it actually turned out pretty nicely. I was going to make the counters and stuff go all the way around, but I decided I didn't really like that look, so I shrunk them up just a little bit, as you can see, and ends up having the dining room is going to sit right next to it, so it's kind of like an eat-in kitchen, yet it's open floor plan because it goes right into the living room. I think it turned out pretty nicely. I ended up putting wood floors throughout the entire home, and you know, the staircase and stuff is right there. I left that open because I just kind of liked that effect. So yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, as you can see, it's just recoloring. So I mean, I ended up changing the windowsills or the wood trims and stuff around the windows. I haven't done that in a really long time. Lately I've been just leaving them white, but I kind of wanted this time to change all the interior wood to be the same, or to be wood. I don't know. I haven't done that in a while. I like that because usually you have like trimmings around your windows, your windowsills, you know, your baseboards and all that. The style is for it to be white, but I don't really like white. Yes, it looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. It does look nice. It looks clean. It looks, you know, bright, cheery, whatever. But all I see when I see white trim and white walls and white counters and whatever else is a mess, basically, because it's going to get dirty really, really fast, and I don't want to. It's going to look dirty anyway. and you're gonna really be able to see it. And I don't know. I just don't like that. So normally I used to all the time make all the wood around the windows to be the same color as my trim around the the floor and the ceiling and stuff like that, like I'm doing here, where I'm making the crown molding match the wood on the windows and the doors. But I haven't done that in a while, so I thought it would be a nice change to go ahead and do that. So the kitchen is a little bit on the small side. Just changing out the counters and stuff now, giving it a little bit of different look. Those are basically the same counters that I use almost all the time. I know it's always the same, it seems like, but I don't know. I really like them. I don't know why. I think it's because they don't have a backsplash. I like the fact that they don't have backsplash, and I just like them. So I don't hardly ever use upper cabinets in this game because they're way too oversized and huge, and I don't like the way they look, so I almost never use them. So there's a small area there for your Sims to sit and take their shoes off when they come inside, so they at least, don't have to walk with their dirty shoes all over the place, which is nice. Just a little plant right there in front of the in the mirror. I didn't really know what else to put there, so that's kind of what I did. Here is where I put the kitchen table, and basically those are just ottomans. Why they're ottomans, I really don't know. They look like, well, I guess they're not ottomans. They're end tables. How they're coffee / end tables, I don't really know, because they look like cushions to me. But your Sims cannot sit on them because they're, like I said, they're like a coffee table or something. So your Sims can't sit on them, but I like to use them to kind of look like it's a table with a bench. Plus, by doing that, I was able to move the table a little bit closer to the wall, but at the same time give the illusion of extra seats to sit. So yeah, it just kind of gave a little more room, I guess. So, but yeah, I like using them. Just keep in mind that your Sims just can't. They can't sit on them, unfortunately, which kind of stinks because I really like them. Here is going to be where the living room is. It's kind of small, long and lengthy, narrow, but I think it turns out pretty nice. I think it decorated it nice. Just a few lights here and there. There's not really a whole lot. There's a bookshelf, some plants. I believe I end up putting the bookshelf in hopefully here pretty soon. Rug. I always put rugs in because it just feels like it takes care of that bare spot that always seems to be like in the middle of a room. I don't know, a rug just seems to help, I don't know, make it look better. Again, just another chair, and just put in a shelf, a shelf there, that way I can put a few things on it. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it onto the bookshelf and put it right above, that way it just looks like it is part of the bookshelf and I have stuff sitting on top of it. I do that all of the time. Just a little thing I like to do so I can clutter the bookshelf a little bit more, because you can't, unfortunately. That is pretty much about all there is in the living room. I think I end up putting some window treatments in. I don't know if I put, I put a mirror. Yes, I put a mirror on the one blank wall. So just to kind of take care of that blank space as well. And then we're just going to go ahead. This is just a little hallway. I stick like a bookshelf or something in there. Nothing too spectacular. Here I am just trying to move some of the plants and stuff so I can put, make that black. And basically right here is where I'm changing it to where it's not quite so many angles and putting bookshelves behind. Your Sims can still get to the bookshelves, so don't worry, they'll still be able to get books. And basically what I did is I did that so it would kind of look like there's trimming around the bookshelves. I don't know, I just think it looks nice. They look like built-ins, basically. They just look like built-ins. I did that way I could have a window down in the basement. So, or I don't know, it would just make the other part, like the outside of the house, look so much nicer having that window. So I really wanted to have it. This is the master bedroom. Like I said before, it has the nursery is already added on. Since this was supposed to be a family home, I did add a high chair in the kitchen, which I don't normally do. Even if I do have a crib in a house, I still don't normally do that. I don't know why, I just don't. but there is one in this one because of it being a family home. So this is just the, like I said, the master bedroom. I decided to go ahead and make it look like maybe one of the Sims likes to paint, and just a few things on the floor that maybe they painted, you know, other little knick-knack things, I don't know, something. So they can get some skills that way. And then of course, you know, they can use a telescope. I did end up leaving it, but I had it outside instead. So I ended up going with the purple for the scheme in this, I think, because there's the candle I have sitting on top of the bookshelf is like a purple candle, and I just kind of went off of that for the color scheme, and I just liked it, so that is where I came up with the purple. I usually have a color scheme for each room in some way or another, and this one just happens to be purple. So I don't really have a whole lot to say other than, you know, about the house. There's those wonderful little end tables again, making it look like, I don't know, a little bench on the end of the bed. But I've just been really busy. I work now Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So I am gone every day. But I do come home. I actually work really close to where I live. So I come home for about a half hour for my lunch, and sometimes I'm able to, you know, check my Discord or whatever if somebody's left a message, and I try to help out at that time. But otherwise, I'm, you know, not really available. I can't do any videos during the day, which also means there probably isn't going to be any more live streams. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get one of those in again or not, because I took this job. It was just an opportunity I almost felt like I couldn't pass up. I mean, when somebody comes to you and offers you a job, and it's a job you've kind of wanted and you've always wanted, you kind of can't pass it up. So that's basically what happened. I, you know, took a few weeks trying to decide for sure if I really wanted to do it or not, and I went ahead and jumped right in. So yeah, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So trying to squeeze in videos. I mean, I still want to do them because I enjoy it. I mean, I love playing The Sims. I'm always going to play The Sims. So I might as well record while I play. So, but unfortunately, I can't guarantee that I'm going to post quite as regularly. My schedule on when I post videos is still basically going to be the same that I have in the About section of my YouTube, but it basically, if I create the video, it's probably going to get uploaded on one of them days that it says it's supposed to, but I can't guarantee it's going to happen every week and every time it says, because I'm limited. I'm limited on how many days I can actually record. I prefer to only record when there's absolutely nobody in the house. So I don't know, something about sitting in my office, looking at the computer, and talking to myself just feels quite embarrassing if there's other people in the house. So it's not something I'm really going to do. So here's the area I told you of the basement that just seemed a little odd. And that's this laundry room. It seems so out of place. I feel like those double doors should be in the, like, in the family room area somewhere and going out into the patio or out in the backyard. But instead they're in the laundry room. And it feels weird, and it's kind of out of place and doesn't really make sense. But that is kind of where I ended up putting it. So, oh well. I mean, it is what it is. So, there is a shelf that I put above the washer and dryer. It is low. I did not realize that when I was designing and building and decorating the house, but I did go back in afterwards and I did make the adjustment. So when you download the house, the shelf will be in the correct position, so don't worry about that. It will be moved. Basically the garage is finished. This is another bathroom that's going to be in the house. Just a bathroom that happens to be downstairs with the bedroom in that family room. So the Sims down there can hopefully use that one and not walk upstairs for it. I did put that towel, or maybe it's a bathrobe that's on a hook. I put it on the door. I don't know what exactly is going to happen with that. So let me know in the comments below if you download this house, and let me know. Do the Sims still go in the bathroom? I have no idea. I just thought it looked kind of nice. I don't know. I liked the way it looked on the door. I have a feeling basically what's going to happen is a sim will open the door and the bathrobe will just kind of be hovering right there, and your sim will walk through it. At least that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. If for some reason it doesn't, they can't go in that bathroom at all, then just delete the bathrobe. That's probably what's causing it. So just delete it and they should be just fine. So, but I haven't exactly tested that, so I have no idea. I probably should test it, but I just haven't. So you can always just let me know in the comments below and then we'll know for sure. So here's the kids' bedroom. I went ahead and put bunk beds. That way, again, a family home. That way they can be more than one child that is down here. That way they can at least have 2 beds. So here's the backyard. Like I said, I didn't do a lot with it. I did a little more than I usually do. There's some play area objects. I added a tree, the bench. You got the telescope thing there. You got the clothesline if you choose to use it. And that is really all I did in the backyard. Here's a train paint, which is usually one of the last things that I do. So I'm just going around just trying to dirty up the place a little bit to like make it look a little bit more realistic, I guess. And then I'll probably go into doing exterior lighting because we all know I don't like it in the dark when I can't see my Sims. So yeah, I always put exterior lighting. I have to have exterior lighting. I can't stand not seeing my Sims. So here are the exterior lighting, which means we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Any comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave them below. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.